Hey, welcome to my YouTube channel. And after creation of legal entity, we are going to run number sequence wizard in this particular video. So before going into that setup, I have one question. Why number sequence setup is a necessary for setups? So number sequence, what is a number sequence? Number sequence is a unique number which is created at the time of creation of master and at the time of creation of the transaction. So suppose I'm going into the account payable module. So in account payable module, we have various masters like vendor master. So for a vendor master, we require a unique identification number. For that, it is an essential to do the number sequence setup. Suppose in a AP, we have a PO, GRN and invoicing related entries. For also that transaction, it is essential to have number sequence setup. Okay, so each module we have a for each module we have a setup. On each setup we have a account payable, each module we have a parameters. So suppose in account payable module we have a account payable parameters. So in account payable parameters we have a number sequence. So each module we have a same chronology, we have a number sequence setup on each modules. For suppose this is a vendor related number sequence number sequence reference. So over here all the vendors will be created on the basis of the number sequence attached over here. Okay, so basically we have a two option. First is that we will create a number sequence one by one for each reference in a system, and we have a one wizard of a predefined Microsoft wizard for a number sequence. So in backend Microsoft will run that wizard and all the number sequence will automatically attach over here in all reference. So for each module and for each parameters in each reference, automatically number sequence will be set up after running this wizard. Okay, so what so we have a two option. One is a creation of manual number sequence and attaching into this reference. So this is not possible and not advisable even. So what I will do, I will go into the organization and admin module. Over here we have a number sequence. I will click on this number sequence. So I'm going to run this wizard. So I'm going to click on this generate button. So this is a number sequence wizard. You can able to see over here. So so after that I need to click on this next button. So this is a automatic number sequence which is generated and set for each area. So this is area, this is account payable. Then we have a next module. So we have all modules and all the setup over. This is account receivable module, bank module. So for each module and each particular area, system will backend attach one number sequence over here. So we don't need to do anything over here. We are I will click on next, and now I click on finish. So system will run this wizard in backend, and system in backend will attach the number sequence in that particular area, means module, and in a system. Okay, so now this wizard is completed. So now I'm going into the account payable module in account payable parameters and in number sequence. You can see over here that a number sequence code is automatically attached over here. So this is how we can run number sequence setup in D365, number sequence wizard in D365. So now what I'm doing, I'm going into the detail of the number sequence which is attached in a vendor account. So suppose this number sequence is attached on a vendor account. So from this number sequence vendor will create in our system. So from that we can able to find out our vendor number series. Okay, so here in reference, this is a number sequence. So here this is number sequence code, this is name. Then we have a company what system will do, suppose I am running this number sequence wizard in a my particular company ACPL. System will by default pick that company code in each number sequence, and then system will select one constant figure as an dash. Then we have a alphanumeric number. We have suppose we have a here 6 digit length of the alphanumeric is a 6, so we have a 6 digit vendor code. So after so our vendor code will look like ACPL dash 5 times 0 1, and then it will increase like 1 2 3. That's how number sequence will work. So this is our format. So suppose, so if you will see, this is whole format ACPL dash, and this 6 number sequence digit will come over here. So after that, if you will see over here, we have an in use button. So suppose I will create any vendor, then this number sequence will be used. So this button automatically enable. Right now it is non-editable button. Then we can stop this number sequence anytime if you will not using this. So by clicking on yes, you can stop this number sequence. Then we can use manual number sequence also. So if I will create this manual, then this button will be grayed out, and for a creation of vendor there will be a non-number sequence. We will create a manual number sequence for vendor creation. Then we have a next option is a continuous. So suppose we have attached this into the vendor account, this number sequence we have attached into vendor account. So for if I click on continuous, then next number will automatically flow 1 2 3, like in a range the automatic number sequence will be flow. Okay, so this is all about the number sequence setup. Now for our reference, I will create a new vendor. So in all vendor, so I'm clicking on new button. So this is a vendor code number. So from our number sequence, you can see that automatically ACPL-001 our vendor code has been created. Okay, so now you need to create a vendor. This is another session, but I want to see you that this is how the number sequence work in a system.